Lori's back. Yay. All right, so Lori and I think we are known in the business for us and our phones that we sell together. We have been doing these so long. And by the way, this could be one of those products, Panasonic, one of those brands that's been here for a very, very, very long time. Yeah. We have a contest going on hsn.com when you hit the little join in key to see which brand has been here for 12 years. But anyway, if somebody's been here that long, there's a reason, because this is a very, very sort of a crazy business. And if you're not performing, you're out pretty quickly.
That's exactly right.
And Panasonic has been doing it for years. In fact, over 110,000 sets of cordless phones here at HSN. And I know Lori and I are responsible for a chunk of those because we love them. Well, listen, I was convinced I didn't need phones anymore. And then Lori was like, well, tell me, Guy, does your cell phone get a great signal everywhere in your house? I'm like, no. I have to sit near the front window. There's 2 chairs where I sit in where I always get a signal. Right. But then I get on like, hold on, I got to sit. And I have to bounce from chair to chair. The nice thing about having corded phones in your house is you can always rely on them. All right, they work. Even when the power goes out, these have a backup. They'll still be able to work even when the power goes out, which is amazing. And once your phone is dead, your cell phone, you know you're dead. And if there's a big bad storm and the cell towers are blocked for whatever reason, or you go under a bridge when you're in your car, you know how you lose that signal. It happens in people's homes as well. What we're offering from Panasonic is what I call the ultimate house phone package, because we're going to give you a digital answering machine loaded with features with a corded base phone, just like the old school. You'll never lose this. I love this. I love having that. In fact, it's become almost retro now to have that. And then we're going to give you 1, 2, 3, what we call satellite phones. Now, the satellite phones don't need to be connected to anything but power. Just power. They don't need a phone cord. Your phone cord goes into your main base and that sends the signal to these. These are loaded with features. They have DECT technology. I'm gonna let Lori take over from here, but I wanna tell you one last thing. 2 last things. One, over 900 5-star reviews out of 1,100 and something.
Oh my gosh, everybody loves this
Hugely rated.
One. Yep.
Moms and dads love it. Another thing, our offer today with free shipping and handling and 4 flex of only $22.49 and $10 off. It's the best time to buy these phones. You're gonna love them. And I always feel like, you know what, I feel protected and safe when I have my backup phones in the house. Absolutely. This is that better telephone talking experience. Crystal clear call clarity with every single call. And you're going to love this. This is a whole home solution. So you're getting 4 handsets here. And Guy told you, you're getting that corded base station and 3 of the satellite phones. You simply plug these wherever you have power. You only need the 1 phone jack. So this is ease and convenience. We love how pretty these are too. This is our gold standard when it comes to home phones, coming to us from Panasonic, the #1 leader in home phone technology worldwide, not just in this country, in the whole world. So look at how sleek and pretty these are. You're getting some of the biggest backlit screens we've ever offered. So nearly 3.5-inch screen right here. On every single individual handset, you're getting nearly a 2-inch screen, so you can adjust that one. These are backlit, glowing, easy to see. You're also getting easy to hear speakerphones built on every single handset as well. We're gonna run you through some of these features because it's truly amazing everything the system does. And like I said, if you're super frustrated with your cell phone because you've got that horrible signal throughout your home, get these home and get that home phone back because you're gonna love it. Your phone dies, it's not charged, what are you gonna do? Right, At least you've got a backup. But what'll happen is, like my mom, you know what they'll do? My mom just uses her house phone. So she's like, I like my cell phone, but I only use it when I'm out. I love my house phone. Mom's the same. It's comforting. I like how it feels. It doesn't get hot on my ear like my cell phone does. It's the better signal. It's easier to communicate. It lasts forever. There's no charging time. These are charged as long as they're on the cradle. The best battery life we've ever offered. This one always charged because it's always plugged into power. You have that battery backup feature, so if the power does happen to go out, you can still communicate with the people that you love. And then look at this, nice loud speakerphone on this that will clearly announce for you who's calling.
Call from HSN.
So that's your talking caller ID when you subscribe to that service.
Call from HSN.
Well, it's... What morning is this? It's Thursday morning and it's work calling. Let's just send it to the digital answering machine. Let's not answer, shall we? Yeah, don't block it though. They might be telling me to come into work earlier tomorrow. Right? Actually, maybe you should just block it for now.
We're still on for lunch. Talk to you soon.
Oh, it's Annie about lunch. Okay, so, and then did you hear what I just did? I was able to screen that phone call from this individual handset. You don't have to run in and be near the base station to listen in to screen your phone calls any longer. This automatically allows
allowed me to hear that phone call as it was coming through, so I can screen from anywhere in my home. You're gonna be able to do that. The other thing too, this system keeps you connected. So with that built-in digital answering machine and 17 minutes of record time, do you know what the system will do? It'll call you on a dedicated number and play your message to you. So if you're a checker where you're constantly calling in and checking to see if someone left you a message on your home phone, you don't have to do that anymore. This system will call you on your cell phone, as an example, and play the message to you right when it happens. So that's a really nice way that this keeps you connected. You also have the #1 top selling feature right here. I know Guy alluded to this, but right here on every single handset, you have a dedicated call blocking button. That simply means you get that robocaller, you get that political caller, someone wants to give you a survey, someone wants to waste your time in your home, you're gonna be able to touch that one button and never, ever, 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 ever hear from that indivial ever again. We love that feature.
My mother's favorite feature of her new phone. She goes, too. Because you know it's something, it's terrible. How you know these harassment callers find out who you are.
Oh, they scam
They know if
people.
you're a senior citizen, and they know to prey on folks like that. Do you know it's terrible, but my brother and I have taken over my mom's financial stuff for her to make it easier for her. My brother said, Guy goes, Mom was paying to like 7 different charities that were, because she answers those. He goes, and like 5 of them were so like bogus, borderline ridiculous stuff where the money wasn't going up. This is what happens, they prey on you. So what's nice about this is when you see that caller calling you again and again and not leaving a message.
Right, block them.
And feel free to make a noise when you hit the block thing, like, You know, you can do that, because I do it. I'm like, somebody calls me and I'm like, that's...
Oh yeah, those scam callers, they're good at their job. They want to scam you out of your hard-earned money. They'll call your house, tell you something's going on with your computer. They don't know what's going on with your computer. Push, block. You never have to think about it ever again. Right, exactly. Yeah, of course you did. Send it to me, click. Of course you did. Yeah, just mail it, I'm sure. Yeah, don't give them your address either. The other really nice thing about this, in addition to the security that you're going to feel with that call blocking, it basically has a home security feature built in as well. It's called sound monitoring or sound detection. So right here, there's a feature under baby monitor, and you're going to be able to listen to the sounds happening in your home from wherever you happen to be. So I'm going to set this up really quickly, that sound detection feature. All you do is put this in the cradle in the room that you want to listen in on. So maybe you have workers coming in, or maybe you want to keep tabs on your baby or your little one as they're taking a nap in the afternoon, and you don't want to spend $100 just on a baby monitor. This picks up on sounds and then calls the handset that you set it to call, and then you can just listen in for as long as you want. So if you're outside and you're doing yard work, you can take one of these. And by the way, what's great about these two is they have a little belt clip. Nice little clip. Look at that. You'll never miss a call. Yeah, you
put it right there. So whether I'm digging outside the garden or whatever, I can listen to the baby. You can listen in the baby's room, and if I hear crying, I know to go inside. And even with a baby monitor, if you're outside, baby monitors don't work when you're outside. That's exactly right. The range can be very, very poor. Your range here is outstanding, from 160 all the way up to 1,000 feet of range. And with this sound detection feature, this can call you on your cell phone. So you could be at the office, and maybe your teenager isn't supposed to turn TV on when they get home from school in the afternoon. This will call when sound is detected, so you're going to know what's happening in and around your home. And I think that is an awesome, awesome feature. Free shipping if you buy today, all right? And $10 off the price. You're going to get 4 phones in total. One is the corded phone with the digital answering machine, and then you get the other 3. Another thing I love about this, in addition to that great speakerphone, because you know me, I'm big on speakerphone, I like to put the phone down, not deal with it, is the fact that these are backlit keys. They are so easy to see at night when you lift it off, and I don't know if you guys can see how I hold it. Everything is glowing and backlit. All the keys, all the screens. Isn't that great? And it's a really soft orange light, so when you're trying to find your phone and it's under the couch or whatever, you'll be able to see that. You'll be able to see it. There's a phone finding feature here as well. You just unplugged. Tell us what we're doing. So typically when you have home phones, you are not going to have the ability to place or receive phone calls with the power goes out. So this is unplugged. We unplugged it. Unplugged it. But what we're going to do is, so you can see the screens are still working, the talking caller ID, everything is still working.
Hello.
Hey, girl.
Oh, it's you. Good. Hi, Annie.
Is that Annie again?
We are definitely on for lunch, girl.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. So we were talking to Annie on a set of phones that aren't even plugged into power.
So great.
Any other system out there, almost every single one of them stops working when power isn't being supplied. So just keep in mind, in inclement weather, in those blackouts, brownouts, in the times when you need to keep in touch with friends and family the most, this system will come through and work for you even without battery power with that battery backup feature.
Because as you know, in an emergency, sometimes the power lines go down, but the phone lines are still working.
Right.
All right, because those are a separate line. So even though you may not have power, if you've got a regular phone and your phones aren't working, these phones will continue. Remember, the satellite phones will work because they are connected to this phone, which is still going to have reserve power.
Exactly.
And these are already charged because they've been on a charger all day.
And you have the best battery life ever on these handsets. So you're going to have standby nearly 2 weeks. It's 12 days of standby.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Or hours and hours of
it's like
talk
12
time.
or 13
it's like 13 hours of nonstop talk.
Yeah.
So the best batteries we've ever offered. And maybe you already have a Panasonic set of home phones and you love them and they're great in every way. You just want the new upgraded features.
Right.
You want the fresh, clean batteries. This is the ultimate system to upgrade to because of all of those great features. Simple, easy to use base unit with that corded phone so you always know where it is. One touch dedicated call blocking. We're going to show you that here in the last few seconds just real quick. But it's so easy. You can block up to 250 names and numbers. A lot of the call blocking that you've seen in the past, you could block maybe 20 or 30 numbers. Oh boy. All right, so we're getting an incoming call, and because of our caller ID that we subscribe to right here, it shows private caller.
Private caller.
Yeah, I'm not interested. So I'm going to touch the dedicated
want me to
call
make the
blocking.
noise?
Yeah, no, I didn't even answer it.
Oh, you already blocked it?
You don't even have to answer the call. You can just block it. You can block it before you answer, while you're on the call, or after you hang up. Lots of different options for call blocking with this Panasonic
Let me
system.
tell you, we are crazy busy on these phones, which I knew we would be. I want to show you something that's coming up in just a second. It's called Ember. This is a built-in charger to keep your, I want to show everybody something real quick. Look
at this.
There's the temperature of my coffee.
Guys. This is crazy.
Look.
He likes his 144.
I like it nice and hot. And look at that. And you know whose coffee this is? This is Guy's coffee. Watch. Is it my name?
I was doing it while you were doing it.
Get back on the shot. Oh,
Isn't
yeah,
it the best?
It. Look whose coffee it is.
Guy's coffee mug. It's the best.
All right. Anyway, this is coming up in 2 seconds. I love it. It's nice and hot. It stays hot all day.
It'll burn down and maintain the temperature.
Remind everybody.